Okay, so that's night number 2 in the books, and boy, they just felt really jammy tonight. Trey was feeling it. It just seemed like every time you looked up, man, Trey was just going to town with that guitar. We got the post jam and Fluffhead. Unfortunately, we did not get the post jam and YEM. When we got that jam at the end of Fluffhead, which was really nice, by the way. Again, like I feel like they got one or two great openers, and then they remind me, no, we got a lot of great openers. Fluffhead being one of them right there. And like I said, with that post jam, I feel like, we were deep into the set, bathtub gin here. We were already like 45 minutes in because Your Pet Cat got a little bit of the treatment. Maybe one of the best Your Pet Cats they've played. Not one that they play a ton. I know. Not, I ain't got a lot of them throughout the history. But this was again the sign. Like Trey is like, I'm ready to rock tonight. Bathtub gin, right here early in the set. Again, a little bit of different song placement than we got used to starting, I don't know, 2014, 15, all the way up through basically around the pandemic. It seemed like YEM kind of sneaking in. It's almost becoming a regular that YEM is somewhere other than down here. So enough of that. Then we get Hey Stranger. I had to look. I did not even know Trey had a new album out. That guy puts out a new album every other week. This time it's a solo acoustic. Mercy's the name of the album. We get Hey Stranger there from Trey's album. So that's finally slowing us down after this hot start. I mean, this trio right here, it was just banging. And then I hate to say it, but we just get like a regular tube. All the jammed out stuff was right up here, probably hitting the crescendo maybe in gin, and then Slave to the Traffic Light really raced through the Slave to the Traffic Light. Like, I'll take it anywhere. I love it down here, obviously, at the final night, but if we're going to get it on night 2, I wish they just wouldn't have raced through it. It was almost like they couldn't stretch it long enough to go to the end of the set. I mean, they could have, obviously, but they chose not to, and then we get a Blaze On, a little bit of jam in there, a little bit disappointed there. As much as I don't know. I just don't like a rushed Slave to the Traffic Light. Perhaps I'm wrong. Somebody's like, what are you talking about? It was 12 minutes. I don't think so. I feel like we were 8 or 9 minutes. All right, so enough of that. We got off to a strong start. Felt a little rushed here at the end, and then we get off to David Bowie had a really strong middle section. The beginning and end, a little choppy there. But again, if we're going to start the first set with Fluffhead, let's go with another Hall of Famer here. Then everything's right. What'd you tell Adam? I told him everything's right. And that's what we got here. Another monster jam out of this song. It's just going to be the case. Then we got a YEM, lots of Trey. Trey going to town. Mike had his moment there where he gets the solo. We got no post jam. We got a vocal jam taking us into Ruby Waves. Ruby Waves as the jam, kind of like everything's right. It started out kind of like a slow, peaceful jam, and it picked up, got a little harder, got a little meaner. Same thing with Ruby Waves. As that jam went on, it got a little harder, it got a little meaner. So we'll take that anytime there. Then Lonely Trip. Okay, it's feel like both nights we've pretty much just gotten all. It's just been like Phish shows. The covers have been either non-existent or, as I take a look here, we get a Trey song here. I guess that didn't really feel fishy. That Lonely Trip, I just feel like that album. Although I guess there is a song or two, including Lonely Trip itself has went off. So maybe that Trey album, the Quarantine album, is kind of a Phish song, I suppose. I mean, if Plasma is, Lonely Trip is. So then we get back on the train, a little late set rocking, Character Zero, a little late set rocking. There's a lot of jamming here. Maybe not the most chomper friendly show. So Trey's got to bring them what they want right here. And then Guyute. Trey doesn't know how to laugh and whistle at the same time. Like I said, he was hot, man. He was like, come on, guys, let's play Guyute. I'm on fire tonight. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm not that on fire. But there were parts of Guyute that rocked, the laughing and whistling at the same time. We did learn that tonight. You cannot laugh and whistle. Still really in a great mood. They were not ending Possum. Trey just he was on repeat with the don't do anything we wouldn't do. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. And eventually that led to, oh, fuck it. Why do you guys get to have all the fun? Where's the party? I don't know where the party was. We'll give Possum a little check just for the antics. Character Zero. Yeah, you get nothing, chompers. All right. Well, I think that about does it. I think that covers everything. We've covered everything. Might be my new ending instead of boom. All right, guys. Hey, Stranger. We'll see. I got to listen to that new Trey album, even if it's just once. All right. I feel like, well, what am I? I feel like I'm leaving something off here. Let me take a little gander at I even taped my notes to the try. Got a little harder, kind of peaceful, strong in the middle. A bundle of Fishman. All right. Yeah. Fishman was kind of going crazy on the Fluffhead, I'll say. And we got Ruby Page. Yeah, Page, you know, as much as I mentioned, it was all about Trey tonight. Mike got a small mention, but yeah. Ruby Page and Bundle of Fishmen. If you love those guys, those were their highlights. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We got 2 more nights. Come here. Look, they played a song for you tonight. They played Your Pet Cat just for you. Look, she, you know, during the off time, she's kind of become the star of the channel. You know, now that Phish is back on tour, I'm the star of this show, baby. Although, maybe they'll play Roses Are Free tomorrow. Her name's Rose. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here.